Hi, I'm Rebecca Mills and I work for Utah State University Extension. Today I want to share with you a concept called sheltering in place. My goals with you today are to first define what is sheltering in place and when you might need to shelter in place. And secondly, I want to show you my shelter in place kit and help you devise a plan for your family so that you can build your own kit so you can feel prepared in an emergency. So let's get started. You might be wondering, what is sheltering in place? Well, sheltering in place, simply put, means to stay put in order to stay safe. That might be wherever you are, in your home, in your car, in your office, or maybe even at school for your kids. Now let's think through what might cause you to have to shelter in place. Could be chemical spills or leaks, nuclear explosions, radioactive contaminants, violent storms, or acts of crime and violence nearby. If you happen to be outside when one of these emergencies occur, seek immediate shelter. If the hazard is chemical in nature, you'll want to remove any contaminated clothing before entering a safe place and shower with soap and water to remove as much residue as you can and avoid contaminating your safe place. If you're inside, you want to secure your space. Again, in the event of chemical or airborne hazards, you want to seal off any openings where those chemicals might enter your safe place, such as putting plastic or towels around doorways and vented areas, and understanding how to close your windows in your home or in your shelter. Then make your way to an internal room without many windows and have a radio available to receive updates from emergency professionals. Then you basically wait it out until it's safe to return to business as usual. Now I'd like to show you the items that are in my shelter in place kit. All the things that I have in my kit fit in this plastic tote. This plastic tote would probably be in addition to an already established 72-hour kit that you would have in your home. Or if you want to incorporate the two, just making sure that you know what's in the kit and what you might need to add to your 72-hour kit. I really like that I was able to put a label on my kit so that if I use any of these materials, then I can replace them and know what I have in the box. One of the first things I have in my kit is plastic sheeting. As I mentioned, you'll want to cover any open areas to keep contaminants out of your safe place. A good idea would be to take the plastic sheeting ahead of time and measure your doorways, measure your windows, measure your vented areas, and have pre-cut plastic sheets. That will speed up the process of securing your area. If you don't have any plastic sheeting and you're in an emergency and you're in a hurry, you can also use something as simple as a heavy-duty shower curtain liner to cut up and use to secure those areas. Of course, it's a great idea to have duct tape and scissors in your kit as well so that you can accomplish these tasks quickly when you need to. Other items to have in your kit are safety items such as safety glasses and masks in case of airborne hazards. Great things to have in your kit include first aid items. You have a small first aid kit, some water purifying tablets, even just hand sanitizer, and this is an emergency blanket. And then pairing with that, this is a flashlight, but it's also a radio to be able to receive those emergency messages while you may be in your safe place. Other items to have is a small food supply. As I mentioned, this kit isn't a full-out 72-hour kit, so it wouldn't have 3 days supply of food and water, but usually when you're sheltering in place, it's for a short time, possibly a few hours. And that's something to think of if you're providing a kit for your children to go to school, something they can keep in their backpack, a snack, something that can keep them calm and comfortable. And lastly, if you don't have anything to do for a few hours and to keep your nerves calm, it's a great idea to have some entertainment, maybe some card games, a book to read, even some hard candy for your kids just to bring that little bit of comfort in a stressful situation. Here are some things to think about when you're preparing your shelter-in-place plan or kit for your family. What items do you already have on hand? Where are they located? What items might you need to purchase to add to your kit? Do you want to incorporate it with your already established 72-hour kit, or do you want it to be separate? All these things are important so that you can set a goal and make a plan so that your family can feel comforted in a time of emergency if you happen to have to shelter in place.